Just a couple of days ago, Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks superstar, had 73 points in the game. On the same day, Devin Booker, the Phoenix Suns superstar, had 62 points in the game, albeit in a loss to the Indiana Pacers. Just 4 days before this event, Joel Embiid, the reigning league MVP, had 70 points, while Karl Anthony Towns, the Minnesota Timberwolves center, had 62 points in their game. In the past week, there have been more 60-plus point games than there have been in the entire of the last year. As the game of basketball has evolved, many roles helping the offense have led to the sudden boom in offensive production. For example, the lowest scoring team this NBA season has been the Memphis Grizzlies, averaging 107 points per game. Just 10 years ago, in the 2013-14 NBA season, the highest scoring regular season team was the Lob City Clippers, who also averaged 107 points per game. You see the problem with this? What do you think could have caused the skyrocket in NBA offensive production? The elephant in the room is obviously the NBA referees. Over the years, fouls have been called much more often, even allowing the offense to flop and even bait defenders into fouls. For instance, if you've ever watched Kevin Durant or Chris Paul play, you'll see they regularly utilize a rip-through move, catching the defender off guard and pulling up into their shot, essentially nullifying the defender and creating 2 easy free throws. Another reason for the NBA's sudden increase in scoring has been the rise of Stephen Curry. Who would have thought that coming into the league in 2009 as a skinny, 6'3" light-skinned dude would become to be a top 10 NBA player of all time and be in contention for the greatest point guard of all time? In his reign, Steph Curry has done many amazing things in his illustrious career, including revolutionizing the game of basketball by changing the amount of shots players take from behind the arc. Using the same metric from before, in the 2013-2014 NBA season, the Houston Rockets, the second highest scoring regular season team, attempted the most threes per game, being around 26 threes per game. This year, in the 23-24 NBA season, the team attempting the least amount of threes are the Los Angeles Lakers, averaging around 30.4 threes a game. Using the most simple math, we can always say that 3 is more than 2, and the more threes teams are taking per game equals the more they're making, and therefore allowing for more points to be scored in NBA games. One final reason for the spike in scoring in the NBA is the amount of rules added or taken away to help offensive production. Although it might not seem like it, after the Michael Jordan era, the NBA was on a downward spiral financially. Finally, in 2004, the NBA decided to ban the hand check, a move used by defenders. This allowed for more offensive play, furthermore allowing more revenue for the league as a whole. As well as the rules added to help offensive production, referees also take part in helping offensive production. If you watch many NBA games, you will notice that NBA referees are sometimes clueless to what offensive players do and yet always point fingers at the defense. For example, you can find entire compilations of NBA horrible traveling calls. For example, you can watch a play by Devin Booker. He catches the ball, walks 3 to 4 steps with the ball, thinks about his move, and begins to dribble. At this point, it's not even a travel. My guy, Devin Booker, went to the airport, booked a ticket to China, and went on a freaking journey. This is just one of the many inaccurate and unnoticed calls made by the referees in the NBA. My final word to the NBA is, NBA, can we please get referees who can pay attention for longer than a 5-year-old kid with ADHD? Please? Anyway, rant aside, the league is in big trouble. These high-scoring, prolific offenses are simply outweighing defenses, and there's nothing defense can do about it. The league needs to implement better rules to balance the offense-to-defense ratio, and most importantly, make sure the referees are paying attention.